Here's lesson 4 and 11/100ths, area models for rectangles and rectilinear figures. So why are we learning about finding area of rectilinear and rectangles in this lesson? Well, sometimes you're going to be given a shape that's not exactly your every ordinary shape like a rectangle. Sometimes it's going to look something like this that you see in the picture, and you're going to have to know how to divide this shape up and be able to find the area. So let's take a look at the first shape. We have something that looks similar to a rectangle or could be made into rectangles somehow to figure out the area. So if we take this shape and we look at it, we can see that we have a missing side right here. And we need to first figure out what that measurement is going to be. So if I look at the other sides in my shape, I can see that this portion, if I brought it down here, would equal 6 centimeters if I were able to stop my line at this spot. If I look up here, this section would match this section. So what I can do is I can create a dividing line here and first find the area of the rectangle at the top, fill in my missing numbers for the rectangle at the bottom, and find the area of that rectangle and add them together. So the missing number at the bottom of this screen is going to be 6 plus 14, right? Because we have our 14 here and our 6 up here. So 6 plus 14 is going to give me 20 millimeters. Okay? Then I need to figure out what is this measurement here, because in order to find the area of a rectangle, remember that's the length times the width. So how would I figure out this amount on the right side? Well, that involves taking a look at the other numbers that I have. So I know this entire section here is 15 millimeters. But I need just this tiny section right here of that. Look at this number, 9 millimeters. That's going to help me figure out what's missing right here. I'm going to take my 15 minus my 9, and that's going to give me that missing number. So 15 minus 9 is going to give me 6, and let me get my pen, 6 millimeters. So now I can use the equation that I know to find my area for this rectangle at the bottom. So that will be 6 times 20. Use my extended multiplication that I've learned so well, 2 times 6, which is 12. Add my 0. So my area of the bottom rectangle is going to be 120 millimeters. And then I'm going to find the area of the top rectangle, which again is going to be my length times my width. So 6 times 9, which equals 54 millimeters. So now I have 54 and 120, and I'm going to add those together, 4 plus 0, 5 plus 2, and my 1, and then I'm going to place my label. So I have now found the area of this rectilinear figure. How did I figure that out? I broke it into rectangles, which I know how to find the area for, and I took them apart and found those missing numbers. So in class, we will apply the ability to find the area of rectangles to find the area of more complex figures like the one that I just showed you. Heads up and be ready when you get to class. See you then.